Michelangelo, we are lucky to be here at Louvre Abu Dhabi. What was your project? What is your project here?
There is an exhibition of my mirror paintings in the different sectors of the Louvre Abu Dhabi. My work is, you have the title, the mirror paintings. My paintings are mirrors of the reality, what we have around. They don't just make stories that I tell. Mm-hmm. They don't tell stories. I present the reality as it is. So here in this place, I present the Louvre as it is. The Louvre as a place for history, where the history is concentrated. There is the memory. And in my work, in the mirror paintings, I have a part of it that is a photography of a moment that become a memory of that moment. And the memory of the present moment is connected with the memory of the Louvre that is reflected into the mirror side.
Yes.
So the Louvre is totally
temporary.
It's totally reflected, and the viewer is part of it. So it's a living artwork that is including the history, is including the world today, and the time is part of it. You see the time passing, and so you think about tomorrow.
But it's a temporary image.
The image of the mirror paintings are temporary because you cannot have always the same image, because you move and the image moves with you. But at the same time, you have a fixed image. That is the image of the moment that is being fixed. And in that moment that is fixed, you have the memory. So we have the memory and the present and the future.
And what do you think about the Louvre Abu Dhabi itself?
I think that the Louvre Abu Dhabi is fantastic because it's really international. You have the history is not the old history, but you can have the feeling of the history of all the different continents, of the different histories of people of
humanity
of this planet,
yes.
Humanity, and I think this is a place where we can really think that we start to connect humanity.
And for you, it was a kind of an emotion to do all along the museum your work?
For me, it's an emotion to see how the museum is present today. Because in my work, we have the present. And the present reflected in my mirror paintings is the past. It's the past that becomes present. And this is fantastic because there is not one past, but it is the past of the entire world. And it is through my work that the past and the present become the future.
And the idea of repeating the principle of mirrors, is it important? The repetition.
But the mirror for me is universal. There is only one mirror. It's a universal mirror. It's a mirror that reflects the entire universe. But I take this big mirror in pieces. I cut in pieces, and each mirror painting is a piece of the universe.
And there's a great exhibition now in Paris about Arte Povera, and there are mirrors from when you started mirrors. What was the year of your starting?
61, 62. Yeah, that was the beginning of the mirror paintings. Before I was making research in order to arrive to that point, but basically the research was based on the gold paintings of the fondo oro, of the antique gold background.
Yes.
Painting. That was religious. The icon, the concept of icon, it was made with gold and the person. My in my work, little by little, the gold became a mirror. It lost the yellow color of the gold, and the color went away, leaving just the reflecting surface. And so what it was, the translation of the idea of the immensity being connected with the spirituality of a God somewhere else. It become a God that is into the life, is into our society, and we are ourselves responsible gods.
And what is your dream now?
My dream is to go on and working with my formula, the formula that is coming from the mirror paintings, that is the formula of the creation.